Ba-do-ba-do. Hey. Listen to my audio. It's just not quite as goody-o. Boop boo doo doo booty booty boo. Poop ba boop ba ba doo ba doo ba doo. Hey guys, welcome to a very belated quadruple BN. Oh, of course we got some output. Of course we do. Oh, my thing is had my own video playing in the background. Look at me go. Just starting off strong as usual, right there. Yes sir, just starting off just good, just going good, just goo. All right, so here we are. I am at my in-laws' house in Bono, South Carolina. First off, I apologize if anything, like there's any outages. I will be recording this whole thing, so if there is like a serious issue with the stream, I'll just upload the finished video if that happens. If not, then I won't, because I'm lazy. So much to talk about. So much so that I did narrow things down a bit for today's big bloody breaking Blu-ray news. Not as many stories as you might think, just because I wanted to kind of get rid of the riffraff, and then next week we'll kind of, fill in where we need to. But yeah, this is, I hope my audio's okay. I can't actually hook up my microphone where I'm at right now. At least I haven't figured out a way to do so. It's just very limited in how I'm able to do things. So I currently have my lav mic hooked directly into my Atom Mini, which is where my video goes through. So it's a whole thing. Anyway, yeah, Spiral's not that great. But yes, I am alive. I exist, and I will be putting out more videos starting probably tomorrow, actually. I have a vlog from my Arizona trip, and sweet, awesome. And I also have another vlog from this trip that I'm not sure if it's even done yet, really. I haven't even started editing, so I have to look at the footage. But yeah, don't expect amazing things from my vlogs, because of course I'm not very good at vlogs, but I will try to have a bunch of videos coming up very shortly. Anyway, with that being said, oh, and of course, if you want to watch the video in as real time as humanly possible, of course you can go over to Twitch, comment, and chat in Twitch if you want to, or not. Whatever works for you, man. Your office is looking better. Well, it's not my office. Yeah, I'm in what will eventually be my son's bedroom at my in-laws' house, which is currently also my father-in-law's workplace, and actually his computer is right next to where I've set up mine. It's a whole messy mess. I'm not going to try to show you with the camera, because I feel like nothing is nearly as like movable as I'm hardwired in. It's insane. My expectations are super low. Thank you, Brad. I need that. So let's see here. Let's just dig into some. Oh, before we get into it, let's talk to the boy. Hey, come here, little. Hey, you little garbage person. Oh, look at this man. Look at this man. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this big boy. Look at that tongue. Yeah, he's so wild. Oh, let's get a wider shot. Oh wait, that's the widest we got. Okay, cool. Let's just. Look at this man. Oh, he's so tall, so cute. Yeah, he's all done. Look at this. Oh yeah. Oh, he's so bad. He's a baller. He's a bad man with bad plans. He just poops his britches all he wants.
Ooh, Oliver. Ooh. Good job.
Oh, ow. That was a mean swing, bud. What a jerk.
You want to say bye-bye?
Want to say bye? Good job. Okay.
Come here.
Later, Clubber Lang. Bye. Go. Get away from me. Get.
Cookie?
Go. Go away.
Do you have a cookie? Let's get a cookie. Come on.
Go get a cookie.
Come on.
I don't care what you eat. We're on vacation. Get away from me. Cool. Ow. Jesus. And it's raining outside, which is great. That's amazing. Anyway, so let's dig into some news, shall we? That's what this program's all about. So let's go ahead and pop on over. Oh, that's actually not the first story. There we go. So first story is actually not so much a story as much as it is just a simple fact of life. MVD is having a sale. I can't say I really care that much about this, but there's some good stuff. Yeah, let's see here. We got so it's like 80% off, or up to, I'm sorry, not 80%. It's up to 80% off. As you'll see, some of these, I did not realize Lionheart was list price of $40. That's insane. That's too much money. But these are reasonable prices for these releases. Nemesis is a great film. I highly recommend Nemesis. Love it. Of course, any Jean-Claude Van Damme is also recommended. Although for these, I've kind of I've moved back a bit because I'm always like, oh shit, 88 films is gonna release some sick ass edition with a shiny cover and a booklet. That tasty booklet. But if you don't care so much, or you're region 1 guy kind of person, then there you go. Classic piece of shit Shadow Builder for $13. You can get the Nemesis sequels 2, 3, and 4 for $13. Also worth it, I would say. They're weird movies. They're not nearly the films that the original Nemesis is, but they're interesting to watch. Of course, Albert Pin. Let's see here. A lot of people love Mikey. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes is a freaking classic, of course. If you don't want to shell out the price for the Umbrella edition, you get Wind Rider for just $13. Pretty sick price there. Some other good stuff. Got Crazy Six, another Albert Pin joint. Not an amazing film, but for $5, I might actually buy it. 24-Hour Party People, great flick. Great use of digital video back in the day. Burp, burp, burp. Man from Earth, of course, is a classic. Sukiyaki Western Django, of course, with that little weird role from Tarantino. Vin Diesel and Find Me Guilty, back when Vin Diesel had hair. All kinds of things. I'm not going to go through all of these, but point is, there's plenty of interest. If you feel like spending some money, then we can find ways for Project Metal Beast DVD. Oh, I thought it was a Blu-ray for a second. I was like, Project Metal Beast Blu-ray. Drive is very highly recommended by a lot of folks. So if you want to get Drive, that's just $19. Pretty good. Good deals overall. There's several Albert Pin joints throughout. Got some Jess Franco double feature right here. Gonna have to grab that for myself, actually. Splits. Oh, that's the DVD. Fuck me. A lot of DVDs mixed in here. I should have probably narrowed this down before I did this segment. Point being, a lot of cool stuff you can buy if you are not looking for the 88 films equivalent, or if you have just not spent enough money recently. I get it, man. You find it within yourself to just need to spend more money. I get it. I just finished reading 10,000 Ways to Die by Alex Cox. I have so many fucking spaghetti westerns in my Amazon cart. It's ridiculous. I don't know why I'm talking like Donald Trump right now. So cool stuff. You want to do that, you can go find that on MVD's site. I totally forgot to bring this back. All right, so Vinegar Syndrome. I'm way behind on this one because this happened while I was on my road trip, or my road chip. So they announced their next round of releases for August, this month. So I guess we can just go through these real fast. Of course, you get the August 2021 package. You get everything minus Phantasm, and Phantasm Comes Again. As far as the Vinegar Syndrome releases, I'll get to the partner label releases in a second. So yeah, let's just Phantasm and Phantasm Comes Again. These are send-ups of the old White Coat films, basically before porn as we know it. of course, there were a lot of rules on film and filmmaking, and one of those rules was you couldn't show them sweet, sweet titties and dicks hanging out and fucking and pregnant women giving birth, you know, that thing that we always want to see more of. And I just realized there's a ton of like tits on the, I should probably just scroll down here. And I actually need to talk about it. In Fantasm, a sexy send-up of white coders, yeah. A European doctor introduces a series of body vignettes covering a range of shocking and deviant behaviors. So basically, you would have these white coders that were basically like, oh, well, you know, there's this loophole that says that we can show tits and bush and cock and babies being birthed as long as it's not a sexual nature, as long as it is for the sake of education, for science. And so you had, oh shoot, I can't remember. Mom and Dad was a notable one that, I forgot the fucking director's name. God damn it. But Mom and Dad was a film that was meant for scientific purposes, made a shitload of money. And the reason it made a shitload of money was it was showing real human birth. And people were like, oh, fuck yeah, I'm going to watch that human birth. Oh, yeah. Which, you know, to each their own. Also, guys, don't forget to like the stream, please. Thank you. So anyway, Fantasm, as I said, is a send-up of that type of film. Where's this from? This is Australian, which, of course, and it's from the DP of Patrick and Turkey Shoot, which is awesome. Anthony Janane. Yeah, if you're really into maybe oh right, and it's directed by Richard Franklin. I forgot about that. So if you love Richard Franklin joints, boy howdy, you got to try Fantasm. Australia, actually, I got a Australia. Oh shoot, I'm going off script and think the Severin did the Australia After Dark, whatever release. Australia had some really body films coming out back in the day. So let's see. And Fantasm comes again. Oh wait. Oh, Fantasm has Renee Bond. I didn't realize that. And John Holmes. Look at that. That's some pedigree. And then Fantasm comes again. 2 editors for a sexual advice column read through countless letters from readers, which outline their most perverse and outrageous sexual encounters. So kind of almost like a Red Shoe Diaries type sitch. I assume. I haven't watched this. Directorial debut of Colin Eggleston, who did Long Weekend. God damn, that's awesome. Long Weekend, by the way, if you haven't seen it, not the remake, but the original Long Weekend from is that the mid 70s? Just oh yeah, don't Google mom and dad porn. That's a bad idea. Oh, that's cool. According to Film Illiterate, the old Fantasm DVD has an interview with Richard Franklin, but he goes unnamed and is in silhouette, so you can't see his face. That's amazing. One second, I'm already like, oh. So yeah, so let's see here. So we got directed by Richard Franklin and Colin Eggleston. Amazing. A bunch of great porn stars up in this business. Newly scanned and restored in 2K from the 16mm OCN and other vault elements. So I'm not sure how far those vault elements go as far as like ratio to the original negative, but whatever. Let's see, we got, it's a 2-disc set, by the way. Brand new interviews with editor Tony Patterson and cinematographer Vincent Monton. Brand new interview with actress Serena. Wow. Moderated by Casey Scott. Archival audio commentary with producer and creator Anthony Janane. Got an archival featurette called Phantasm Penetrated. Interviews with the cast and crew members from the documentary Not Quite Hollywood. Trailers for both films. So I guess we're not getting that. Well, unless the featurette has the Richard Franklin interview. Let's see. All right, so let's get into the stuff that people really want to talk about. I'm not going to go through the stills for that because of obvious reasons, but I'm sure it looks great. So Whatever It Takes. This is one that I know nothing about, but I know it's from an auteurish. Wait, what? Not auteur. Why am I saying? I've been listening to too much Important Cinema podcast, because I just want to say auteur every time, and it's not an auteur. A one-off director, rather. It's a guy that only made one movie, and those are always fun to check out because you never know what you're going to get, and oftentimes it's a passion project. This one features Fred Williamson, Don the Dragon Wilson, and Andrew Dice Clay. If I'm correct in my memory about this movie, Fred Williamson plays the villain, which makes sense with that look right there. Got that OG poster right there. Cool. Let's see here. So Don fucking Wilson. Look at that. Oh, that's art right there. Look. Oh my goodness. Art. Oh God, I'm loving these images from the film. Let's see here. Fred Williamson looking straight up, just baller as hell. Oh, Justin DeClue in the chat, baby. Co-host of the Important Cinema Club, along with the true host, Will Sloan. I'm currently making my way. All I've listened to on this road trip is Important Cinema Club. I started at number 1 a couple weeks ago at home, and I started with newer episodes, and I was like, I'm just gonna go through. They keep referencing shit. I'm just gonna go through from the beginning. So I started at the top, and I think I'm on like number 107, 108. Slowly making my way through them. Highly recommend. Great guys. Let's see here. So yeah, it looks good. Looks like, oh my God, he looks like young John Cena. Sorry. Cool. Looks like an action-packed thrill ride. I'm into it. So let's see here. Neil is a DEA agent on the brink of suicide after a mistake while undercover. Wait, what? Oh, I see. On the brink of suicide after a mistake while undercover leads to the accidental death of a young girl. In order to help Neil, his partner Dave agrees for the two of them to go back undercover on a federal case involving the distribution of a new, highly addictive steroid that is having grave consequences for its users. Once undercover, Neil finds himself immersed in the bodybuilding culture and soon falls for his new personal trainer, Marla. The stakes get higher as Neil moves deeper undercover and sets his sights on taking down the leader of the drug dealing ring. Why? Oh my God. Sorry, I don't know how to put this R case on. Wait, I'm just gonna turn this off. There we go. All right. So, yeah, I love anything that takes place in the world of bodybuilding, so I'm in. Let's see, a perfect example of the type of action movies that lined the video store shelves back in the 90s. Whatever It Takes is an exceptional shoot 'em up, complete with fistfights, explosions, and beautiful women. Cool. Oh, also, Michael Bailey Smith is in here, so that's cool as a whale. So let's see here. We actually will talk about another Hills Have Eyes actor in just a bit. Let's see here. As far as the actual extras, nothing too crazy. Of course, you get your double-sided post. This is a VSA, right? Yeah. Let's see here. So 4K, 35mm OCN. Brand new interview with actor Don the Dragon Wilson. Sick. And a brand new interview with actor Fred Williamson. Fantastic. You know, I would like a commentary or something, but they do what they can. Let's see here. I'm sorry, my throat's like all messed up for some reason. All right, so Girls' School Screamers. Girls' School Screamers! I love the trailer for this movie. I've never seen it. It's a Troma release, or was a Troma release. An acquisition, not like an actual production. And leave me alone. First off, I love this cover art. Before we even get into anything, like this cover art is beautiful. That's great stuff. And the back's all right. I love the tagline, the finishing school that finished them off. That's also in the trailer. The trailer, if you haven't watched the trailer for this movie, check it out. Just type in Girls' School Screamers on YouTube. Watch the trailer. I don't think it really gives anything away. It's kind of a hodgepodge of shit, but you get some amazing special effects. Very low budget special effects, but amazing nonetheless. And I just watch the trailer, you'll see. But let's take a look at these stills real quick. Oh no, it looks like it's perfectly good. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that Vinegar Syndrome can just put out just generally great transfers. Doop, doop, doop. Ooh, creepy. So fun stuff. According to Allison in the chat, it's a bit plotting. Fair enough. Let's see here. So it's independently produced in Philadelphia, so it makes it a regional film. Let's see. And of course, post-production undertaken by Troma, which, you know, what's going to happen when you give Troma your movie. Let's see. An exclusive all-girls college group of chronically misbehaving students are rewarded for their bad behavior by being assigned with the task of cleaning a magnificent old mansion with a deadly past in preparation for its grand reopening by the school. We all have been through this, honestly. But when the girls discover and use a dusty old Ouija board, they accidentally revive a terrifying evil spirit, which begins dispatching them by cleaver, hook, car, and more. Can they put an end to the carnage before none are left alive? But watch out. Watch out, One Car What? What are you gonna you saying some controversial shit in there? Oh yeah, Vinegar Syndrome's transfers are fucking next to none. Or second to none. Next to none. Yeah, second to none. So let's see here. We got newly scanned in 2K. 35mm OCN. Got an extended making of documentary featuring interviews with writer, director, producer John P. Finnegan, editor, assistant director Tom Rondinella, second assistant camera, second assistant director Bill Pace, actor Peter Casamano, and sound designer John Hodian. Awesome. And then 2 commentary tracks, one with the writer, director, producer, one with the editor, assistant director, and the second assistant camera, second assistant director. Cool. Like 2 commentaries. Fuck yeah. And extended making of. Awesome. Everything I want, right? If every release that I got had 2 commentaries and an extended making of, oh my God, I would just, I don't know, buy them? I guess that's about it. So that's Girls School Screamers. Tough Guys Don't Dance. Hell yeah. This is another one, oddly enough, with an amazing trailer, which basically, the trailer features Norman Mailer, the noted writer and director of the film, who also wrote the book that it's based on. But the trailer features Norman Mailer reading the first reviews coming in for the film. I don't know if they were actually the real reviews or not, but he goes through them. It's like, you know, oh, it's amazing, prolific, blah, 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 blah. It stinks. And he's like going through the positive and negative criticism. And Canon really focused in on the controversial nature of the film, because this is a notable bomb. It was made for, I think, $5 million. And it made less than $1 million at the box office. Has Ryan O'Neal, has Wings Hauser, Isabella Rossellini. It's just so good. It's such a weird footnote in film history, and I'm glad that they're putting it out. First off, this cover is fantastic. I love the look of this. Let me pop it open. This might be my, I think this might be the one I'm most excited for as well. So I love this like paperback look. This is great. Let's see, I'm sure this, oh wow, it looks great. Look at that. Again, I'm shocked. So yeah, I mean, features Penn Jillette in a small role, which I don't know for, but you know, it's a weird, violent, there's tits, god damn it. Yeah, Tough Guys Don't Dance. Looking pretty slick. Let's see here. Also, his last movie, I forgot about that. It's the last movie that Norman Mailer directed, which is not shocking. He wasn't exactly setting the world on fire with his films from a directing capacity. So let's see here. After a 2-week bender, Tim Madden awakens one morning from his drunken state, only to discover everything in his life seems amiss. Actually, this is one Justin Decloux likes this film quite a bit. Oh, and actually, I just realized Justin just commented in the chat and I didn't even notice it. One day I want to make it to Toronto and check out one of your Laser Blast screenings. One day. Gotta get a passport. Let's see. Only discover everything in his life seems amiss. There's a fresh tattoo on his arm. His car is covered in blood. His girlfriend is in bed with the town sheriff. But worst of all, there's a woman's severed head in his weed stash. Sensing a setup and in desperate need to clear his name, Tim begins an investigation with the help of his dying father that soon begins to expose an ever stranger web of corruption, greed, blackmail, and violence woven into every aspect of the small coastal community of Provincetown. Blah, 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 blah. Newly restored in 2K from its 35mm inner positive. You don't have to make me any nuttier. Brand new interview with actor Wings Hauser. Sick. Still alive, Wings Hauser. Shooting in Helltown, a brand new interview with cinematographer John Bailey. My Dad in Motion, an interview with Michael Mailer, son of the director Norman Mailer. Crazy Wild Spooky Movie, brand new interview with J. Michael Lennon, Norman Mailer's archivist and biographer. That's such a fun gig to be someone's archivist and biographer. It seems like such a... I wonder how many movies have been based on that concept. I feel like a lot. Archival featurette, Norman Mailer in Provincetown in a trailer, and reversible cover art. Cool. I would have liked a commentary. I feel like this is one... Like, you know, fucking call Justin DeClue, anybody, like, just get a commentary. I feel like there's so many people who are fans of, like, camp cinema, who, and cult cinema, who would be into doing commentary, and for next to nothing at that. But, whatever. Either which way, it's nice to have it on Blu-ray. That's the important thing. Have it nice and preserved. I almost feel like this... Well, I was gonna say it would have made a good 4K, but you know, maybe. But also, it's not the most. I mean, I would have liked to see a 4K, but I don't know what the. I'm sure there's a perfectly good reason to not do that, or they'll just do it eventually. All right, Auntie Lee's Meat Pies. This is one I had never actually heard of. I'll be honest with you here. I'd never heard of it, but I watched a really shitty clip on YouTube. First off, I love this slipcover. Look at that. Pop. Good stuff. Let's make sure you can actually see this. All right. Oh, I just realized I cropped it way low. Let's see here. One second. Let me... Oh, okay. Can't really do anything about that then. Cool. Well, sorry guys. This is gonna. I didn't realize this was so cropped, but whatever. You got busty babes with pies. I like that box was labeled tongue. You got some gory death. You got another Hills Have Eyes, McBurman. You got, you know, meat. You got. Yeah, just like a nice, cheap, weird flick. A lot of fun color, a lot of gore, a lot of big boobies, everything that you need. Of course, Karen Black starring. Man, I am just dying here for some reason. All right, so. Blah, 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 blah. Auntie Lee and her quartet of voluptuous nieces are known for making the tastiest meat pies around, all from Auntie's top secret recipe, which calls for a most unusual type of meat. Human. Let's see. In order to acquire the juiciest flesh, the girls employ their lusty charms, luring unsuspecting male strangers into a carnal and deadly trap. in which they're chopped, quartered, and minced. Everything is going just peachy for Auntie's little family, despite the occasional misbehavings of Larry, their simple helper. But when the girls lure a freaked-out rock group over to have for dinner, things run the risk of getting out of control. And what about the perpetually snooping Police Chief Cole? Taking a simple premise and turning it into an increasingly hallucinogenic nightmare, culminating in a surreal and bloody final act. Joseph F. Robertson's The Crawling Hand. Auntie Lee's meat pies heaps on gruesome kills with a healthy side of pitch black humor. So yeah, we got Pat Morita, Michael Berryman, Terry Weigel, Warner Pokath? I don't know him. Karen Black. Let's see here. Restored in 4K from its 35mm original camera negative. Very high ASA film stock, by the way. That thing is grainy as fuck. Let's see here. So, interview with actor Michael Berryman. It doesn't say new on any of these. I think these might all be carried over from another release, maybe. Roy Nyrum, Richard Viden, Grant Kramer, and recipe for Auntie Lee's meat pies by the homicidal homemaker. I love seeing her succeed. That's fantastic. But yeah, a pretty good setup with the features. It'll depend. The problem with interviews, like listing out interviews, is I don't know how fucking long these are. If they're really in depth, awesome. If they're like 4 minutes long, less awesome. So, assuming these are all substantial interviews, perfectly good. Again, would like a commentary. That's always the case. Also, the thing about commentaries is they can also be problematic when it comes to the studio that's leasing out the film. Sometimes they just don't want you to add a commentary, or they want to have like strict control. So I should note that when I complain about commentaries, it is merely I would really like to see. It's not a dig on the release, because sometimes it's just not something you can do. Let's see here. So Terminal Island, finally, Stephanie Rothman's Terminal Island. Now this is what I'm pretty intrigued by. Now Stephanie Rothman, I don't know what you would necessarily know her from, but her first directing credit was on Roger Corman's Bloodbath, which she shares directing credit with Jack Hill. And they basically took this really shoddy film that Roger Corman had commissioned that just was unreleasable. And Jack Hill, he shot a bunch of new footage and re-edited it. And Roger Corman was like, this still sucks. And he shelved it. And then like a year later, he asked Stephanie Rothman to take a stab at it. She had been his assistant a few times and associate producer on a few films. And she, added some more footage, very cheaply, of course, the Roger Corman way. And then Roger Corman was like, awesome, fantastic. And he put it out as Bloodbath, which I believe was Jack Hill's title for the film. And she went on to a career in exploitation that she did not particularly love. She's had a lot of negative things to say about her films, but overall, pretty talented director. Terminal Island is that kind of class. I'll just read the plot, actually. I don't know why I'm going to try and fumble it. Carmen Sims has just been sentenced to death. That is life imprisonment on Terminal Island, an island located miles off the mainland of California, which was created to house murderers and vicious criminals in the wake of prison overcrowding. You've heard this plot before. With no guards, no cells, and no laws, Terminal Island has morphed into a de facto society whose self-appointed leader, the tyrannical Bobby, rules with an iron fist, using other inmates, particularly women, for his own brutal pleasures. As tension and violence mounts, Carmen finds her place as the unlikely leader of the island's underground resistance, which is planning to overthrow Bobby's reign of terror. A cult movie masterpiece from acclaimed filmmaker Stephanie Rothman. I don't know that masterpiece is really necessary here, but okay, sure. Terminal Island Riley blends a violent action and survival film plot structure with commentary on the American justice system. Starring Phyllis Davis, Don Marshall, thing with two heads. He was also in what was it called? That 60s show with the giant world, or with all the people who are tiny, they're shrunken down, or they're in a giant world. I don't remember the actual plot setup, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Emmy winner Tom Selleck before Magnum PI. Let's see. Vinegar Syndrome is proud to bring Terminal Island to UHD and Blu-ray. Look at that. I can't believe this is in 4K. That's amazing. Oh my god. But yeah, just look at this. Of course, there are plenty of boobs, including some very controversial boobs for the time. I think it's this scene. No, it's one of them. But yeah, interesting choice for 4K. I'm very curious to see it. I personally would have preferred the Norman Mailer movie on 4K, but you know, whatever. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call this a masterpiece. I wouldn't call it necessarily needing a 4K, but you know, we'll see. What is your favorite film with religious themes? I don't know if it counts as religious themes so much as like the film, but The Devils is probably my favorite movie that features religion prominently and, you know, strikes out at it. I also, and this is a total film school bullshit answer, but The Last Temptation of Christ is really good. So yeah, I would probably wait on this one if I was not this one is in the, it is, right? Yeah. Like, I'm getting as part of the package anyway, because I got the completionist package, but I'd probably wait until you hear more about it if you're not sure, because it's a little pricey for what it is. But still, cool. Nice, Bryce. Nice. Let's see here. Either which way, I mean, I'm excited to watch it. Again, I don't know why this needs a 4K. I'm sure if I asked like Brad or somebody, I'd get a good answer. But newly scanned and restored in 4K from its 35mm original camera negative. Begotten is really good. Not a movie that I would watch multiple times, but Begotten is really solid experimental filmmaking. Man. So this is really cool though. We got Why Be a Man When You Can Be a Rothman. Brand new extended interview with co-writer director Stephanie Rothman. That by itself is super sick. I am very excited to watch that interview. We got an interview with the lead actress Ina Hartman. Crash Landing on Terminal Island, a brand new featurette with actress Marta Kristen and actor Sean Kinney. Which, if I'm not mistaken, Sean Kinney, because Tom Selleck was Salem Cigarettes. What was Sean Kinney? Sean Kinney was another one. I don't know why I can't think of the other cigarette brand, but anyway. I didn't see that, film illiterate. I didn't see it. Let's see. Brand new critical featurette with film historian Dr. Alicia Kozma and film author, journalist, programmer Heidi Honeycutt. So cool. I like this. I mean, I love this appreciation for Stephanie Rothman. She definitely deserves it. She did some pretty very Roger Corman nurse films, or at least a nurse film. I have to double check. But anyway, cool. So I think that's it for the main package. We go to partner labels. Jesus Christ, this is so much. I'm only going to touch on these. I'm not going to go too deep. I need some water because I have so much other news stuff and an Indiegogo to get to. So much. And I'm just like, I don't know what is wrong with my throat. It's all this humidity. Ugh. So She Freak from Ag Fun Something Weird, must own automatically. I gotta have it because I love Agfa so much. It is basically a modern interpretation of Todd Browning's Freaks, but with more exploitation and more fucked up cult shenanigans. So let's see here. Let's just dig right into the special features on this one. And this is from the producer, David F. Friedman, who worked with Herschel Gordon Lewis. And it kind of looks like a Herschel Gordon Lewis movie, come to think of it. Let's see here. So, 4K restoration from the original 35mm camera negative, and it looks great, by the way. Archival commentary with producer David F. Friedman and Something Weird founder Mike Vraney. Well, thank you, Cinematech. Let's see here. Asylum of the Insane, Chief Reek inserts preserved in 2K. The laughing, leering, lampooning lures of David F. Friedman, a feature-length compilation of trailers from the Something Weird vaults, newly preserved in 2K. Fuck yeah. Vintage shorts from the Carnival Midway, promotional photo gallery, and a booklet with an essay by Something Weird's Lisa Petrucci. Again, oh, I know we have an archival commentary. So yeah, this is great. This is awesome. Dope, dope, dope. I'm in it. He does look like a little bit like Peter Bark, or the kid from Children of the Corn, whatever his name is. Luz or Lose. I watched the first like 15 minutes of this, and I did not finish. That's not on purpose. It was one of those classic examples of I start something on Shudder and then I don't finish it. But it looked good. I just haven't gotten around to finishing it yet. So this is an old release. This is just they're adding a slipcover. If you haven't bought it before, maybe check it out. Not a huge fan of the slipcover, but you know, it looks fine. If you want all your Altered Innocence to look nice and sexy on the shelf, you know, whatever. Would be awesome if you ranked every Vinegar Syndrome release you have. You know what? I will get to work on that. A, when I finish watching all the ones I own, and then B, I don't know what I'm using anyway, when I'm actually back home. So I will work harder on finishing up watching all those. I have my Plex hooked up to the TV here. I might try to watch some that I've ripped while I'm here and eventually get there for you. But that's a lot of stuff to rank. But I will do my best. All right, so yeah, it's 70. It looks like it's a beautiful looking film. I definitely, just from the little bit I watched and what I've heard and seen, definitely recommend this as a potential blind buy. 2 short films by the director, new interview with him, and teaser trailer. So not much there. Obviously, this is the old Blu-ray with a new case, or new slipcover. Oh my god. Also, Altered Innocence, A Dim Valley. This is interesting. You can kind of see another newer film. A lot of strong use of the black pro mist filter in this film. So let's see here. Commercially biologist Robert Longstreet from The Haunting of Hill House and Halloween Kills, and his slacker graduate students muddle their way through a summer research project deep in the Appalachian woods. They encounter a group of mystical backpackers who disrupt their lives in beautiful and surprising ways. Part hilarious stoner comedy and part transcendental meditation on mysticism and love. Looks right up my alley, honestly. Yeah, commentary track with the director, storyboard gallery, behind the scenes photo gallery, the actual trailer. This is a 2020 release. You're one of those people that only wants 70s and 80s. Audio's muffling. Wait a second. I'm gonna really quickly, I'm going to mute myself. All right, does this sound any better? It's probably not going to sound perfect, but let me know if this sounds a little bit better. I'm going to take a moment to let guys catch up so that I can actually know if this sounds any better at all. Actually, I can... Okay, that seems like it sounds better. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know what the deal was. I think it might be that I'm sweating and it was affecting the mic. Nope. Mup City. What? All right, let me know if this works. I'm gonna grab my microphone and plug it into my camera. I might have to just do that. So blah, 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 test and test and test and all that jazz. Test and test and test, and I don't know why everything has to go wrong all the time. Wrong all the time. Wrong all the time, girl. Wrong all the time. Wrong all the time, baby. To do something on the connection. God, what could be good now? Okay. All right, I'm gonna assume that was just a brief lapse in quality. Sorry about that. Oh, man. All good now? Okay, just let me know and I'll try something else if it's still freaking out. Anyway, you just missed me talking about A Dead Valley. Basically, it's a movie. Commentary, storyboard gallery, behind the scenes photo gallery, 2020 film. So if you're only interested in the 70s and 80s, fuck off. But if you want something a little different that's more recent, maybe a bit gay, I guess, maybe, I'm not sure, then here you go. Anytime I move, fuck me, why? Okay, I'm gonna try something really jank. One second. I'm gonna pause real quick. Okay, this is a really dumb solution. I've just put the lav mic on my GorillaPod. All right. You're probably gonna be able to hear my mouse because I don't have a mouse pad because that's my life right now. All right, so let's move on to other stuff. Let's see. We've got Commando Ninja 4. Jesus Christ! I saw that thing. I did it dumb. Commando Ninja. I was actually surprised to see that this actually looks pretty good. And what's cool about this, first off, you know, it's shot digitally. Yeah, you can see they're shooting it right there on a DSLR kind or DSLR style camera, and it looks good. You know, some iffy effects when you have a still frame, but still looks good. It is a throwback film made in 2018, and it kind of has that. What is it, Astron 6, what they're called? Energy to it. And yeah, I watched the trailer and I actually thought, you know what, this is pretty good. There's a few. It does that. I've talked about this in more depth before, but it does that thing where it goes too far on the joke, where it loses me a bit. But overall, I thought the trailer was really fun and had a lot of really good gags. I thought the Predator aspect was a little weak, a little too on the nose, but overall a lot of is very high energy, very high quality. Shit. All right, give me 1 second. Okay. Let me know if this sounds any better while I configure something else. Let's see here. Where's my audio input? Let's see. Oh, you know what I can do? I know what I can do. Bop, 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 bop. Okay. This is probably going to be worse general audio, but this is the mic. This should be the mic on my camera. Okay. Let's just try this, and I think changing the lav mic to the other, that's fine. I'll just do this. I'm close enough that you can hear. It's fine. All right. So, as I was saying, I don't know how much of that you got, but I'm so sorry, guys. Commando Ninja from ETR Media. Again, it's not 100% my speed, but it does look pretty fun. And what's even better is if you click through the trailer here, you can I'll just do it real quick. Let's see. Pop it and lock it. If you go to Benjamin Combs' actual YouTube channel, you can actually watch. Oh shoot! You can watch the film itself. All hour, 8 minutes of it. So if you really just want to try before you buy, awesome. Just do that. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. I might just do this for the rest of my stay. It's not the kind of audio that I want, but I'm going to try to get my mic working. It's just finding a place for this is next to impossible in this current space, but I'll see about it. Went janky again. Shit. Well, fuck. I don't even know what it could be then. I guess it has to be the Atom Mini, but it's never fucked me over before. It's so weird that my movement would have anything to do with it. Maybe. Let's see. I don't know. All right, so I'm going to try to be as calm as possible, like a starfish. Blurp, 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 blurp. I am a starfish. Blurp, 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 blurp. All right, so anyway, I think, feature-length making of documentary, cool. I'm going to watch it on YouTube and see if I want it. I will be trying before I buy. And yeah, definitely curious, but I would suggest checking that out because it looks fun. All right, is there anything else we can do to make this go even longer? Beats, another one from Music Box Selects. I don't know anything about this one. It looks like, well, we can just read the fucking synopsis, I guess. Scotland, 1994. This is from 2019, by the way. Scotland, 1994. John and Spanner are best mates with a shared love for electronic dance music and polar opposites destined for wildly different futures. Let's see here. Ninja Criminal Brother, set against the backdrop of Criminal Justice and Public Order Act of 1994, which banned gatherings featuring music with repetitive beats across the UK. That is the most British thing I've ever heard. Beats is a universal story of friendship, rebellion, and the irresistible power of music. Has feature commentary with director Brian Welsh and writer Kieran Hurley, as well as whatever the fuck this is supposed to be. They fucked up something here. I'm guessing it's a featurette. An evolution of a poster gallery. Okay. Anyway, so that's cool. Sure, Jason. Oh, am I just behind? Okay. Well, I'm glad that this sounds fine. I'll be looking back on it and seeing what I can do. Anyway, Beats looks interesting. That's one, if I can, I'll probably try to take a look beforehand. And then, also you can get the Commando Ninja soundtrack on vinyl. Finally, Psycho Sisters from Saturn's Core. This is basically a follow-up to their Wave documentary, and that it is just a Wave production. If you don't know what Wave is, I mean, it was this company that did, oh, good, a faux penis. I'm just going to read it off. I'm so bad at all of this. Let's see here. Sisters Jane and Jackie Sicole are driven far beyond the brink of madness after witnessing the brutal rape and murder of their younger sister Janice at the hands of a drunken gang of marauding college fraternity brothers. After undergoing extensive rehabilitation therapy, Jane and Jackie are released from the insane asylum only to promptly embark on a relentless search for the men that callously executed their innocent sister. Obsessed with revenge and fueled by a hatred for men, the sisters kill virtually every man that crosses their path, brazenly collecting the severed genitals of their victims as morbid trophies. The bloody trail ends with a climactic confrontation between the crazed girls and the savage rapists. Will this be the end of the Psycho Sisters, or just the beginning? All right. Directorial debut from prolific chiropractor turned filmmaker Pete Jasalone. I still don't watch the documentary, so I don't actually know how to say his name. Jacalone? Jasalone? I don't know. But let's see. Original 1994 shot-on-video incarnation of Psycho Sisters was a cornerstone of the mid-90s East Coast underground video movement. Made in collaboration with director Gary Whitson and his infamous New Jersey-based custom movie studio Wave Productions. Psycho Sisters was distinctive for transposing the archetypal gender tropes of the genre by depicting a duo of sympathetic female killers enacting sexualized violence upon a procession of hapless male victims. Notable as the only feature in the Wave filmography to be directed by its financier, Psycho Sisters would go on to transcend its regional roots, receive nationwide distribution on VHS, and eventually even spawn a 16mm remake. Bop, bop, bop. There we go. Sorry, I was so worried about the audio that I forgot to change my battery. And this one's gonna die too. Fuck. Oh my god. God damn it, this whole setup is killing me. Oh, where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? There it is. 1 second. Ugh. Uno momento, por favor.